The M3 Bradley is not just another armored vehicle rolling across the battlefield, it is the eyes and ears of U.S. Army armored and mechanized forces. Designed as the cavalry reconnaissance version of the Bradley fighting vehicle family, the M3 Bradley was built for a mission very different from its infantry-focused sibling, the M2. Where the M2's priority is carrying infantry into combat, the M3's role is to scout ahead, identify enemy positions, and report back before the main force ever makes contact. In modern warfare, information wins battles, and the M3 Bradley exists for one purpose: to find the enemy first and survive long enough to tell the story. The origins of the M3 Bradley go back to the Cold War, when the U.S. Army realized that future battles in Europe would demand fast, well-protected reconnaissance units capable of operating in the same high-threat environment as tanks. Traditional lightly armored scout vehicles simply would not survive against modern anti-tank weapons, artillery, and enemy armored units. The answer was to create a reconnaissance vehicle that could keep up with tanks, fight if necessary, and still perform classic cavalry tasks such as screening, probing, and flank security. The result was the M3 Bradley, sharing a common chassis with the M2 but optimized for reconnaissance rather than troop transport. One of the most noticeable differences between the M3 and the M2 is its internal layout. Instead of carrying a full squad of infantry, the M3 sacrifices troop space to carry additional ammunition, especially for its TOW anti-tank missile system. This design choice reflects its mission profile. Cavalry scouts are expected to encounter enemy armor and must be able to defend themselves or delay the enemy until heavier forces arrive. The extra missiles give the M3 a powerful punch, allowing it to engage enemy tanks from long range while remaining mobile and protected. At the heart of the M3 Bradley's firepower is the 25mm M242 Bushmaster chain gun. This weapon has become iconic, capable of firing a wide range of ammunition types, including armor-piercing and high-explosive rounds. Against enemy infantry, lightly armored vehicles, and even low-flying aircraft or drones, the Bushmaster provides reliable and accurate fire. For reconnaissance units, this versatility is critical. The M3 must be ready to engage unexpected threats without calling in immediate support. Complementing the main gun is the TOW missile launcher mounted on the turret. The tube-launched, optically tracked, wire-guided missile gives the M3 Bradley the ability to destroy enemy tanks at distances far beyond the reach of most direct-fire weapons. This capability turns the M3 from a passive scout into an active battlefield threat. Enemy commanders cannot simply ignore a cavalry unit equipped with M3 Bradleys, because doing so risks losing armored vehicles before the main engagement even begins. Crewed by 3 soldiers, a commander, a gunner, and a driver, the M3 Bradley relies heavily on coordination and situational awareness. The commander's role is especially important in a reconnaissance vehicle. Using advanced optics, thermal sights, and battlefield sensors, the commander observes the terrain, identifies potential threats, and communicates with higher headquarters. Modern upgrades have significantly improved the Bradley's ability to fight at night and in poor visibility, ensuring that reconnaissance operations can continue around the clock. Mobility is another key strength of the M3 Bradley. Powered by a diesel engine and supported by a tracked suspension, it can keep pace with main battle tanks across rough terrain. Whether crossing open desert, muddy fields, or urban rubble, the M3 is designed to go where the fight is. This mobility allows cavalry units to rapidly reposition, screen friendly forces, or conduct aggressive reconnaissance by fire when required. Protection is where the M3 Bradley truly stands apart from older reconnaissance vehicles. Its armor is designed to defeat small arms fire, artillery fragments, and certain anti-armor threats. Over the years, additional armor packages, including explosive reactive armor in some configurations, have been added to improve survivability against rocket-propelled grenades and anti-tank guided missiles. For scouts operating close to the enemy, this level of protection can mean the difference between mission success and catastrophic loss. The M3 Bradley proved its value in combat during Operation Desert Storm in 1991. Cavalry units equipped with M3s played a critical role in screening the advance of coalition forces and identifying Iraqi positions. In several engagements, Bradley crews destroyed enemy armored vehicles at long range using TOW missiles, sometimes even before American tanks entered the fight. These encounters demonstrated that reconnaissance vehicles could not only gather information but also decisively shape the battlefield. In the years that followed, the M3 Bradley continued to serve in conflicts across the Middle East. During operations in Iraq, its role evolved to meet the challenges of counterinsurgency and urban warfare. While originally designed for high-intensity armored combat, the M3 adapted to patrol missions, route security, and rapid reaction tasks. Its sensors and firepower made it effective against ambushes, while its armor provided crucial protection against improvised explosive devices, especially when upgraded with additional defensive measures. What truly defines the M3 Bradley is the cavalry mindset it represents. Cavalry units are expected to operate independently, often ahead of the main force, with limited support. They must make rapid decisions, engage when necessary, and disengage just as quickly. The M3 is built to support this aggressive, flexible style of warfare. It can observe without being seen, strike unexpectedly, and withdraw before the enemy can respond effectively. Technological upgrades have kept the M3 Bradley relevant well into the 21st century. Improved digital communications systems allow it to share real-time battlefield data with other units, including tanks, artillery, and aircraft. Enhanced thermal imaging and targeting systems increase detection ranges and engagement accuracy. These improvements transform the M3 from a standalone scout into a fully networked node within a modern combined arms force. Despite discussions about future replacements and next-generation reconnaissance platforms, the M3 Bradley continues to serve as a trusted workhorse. Its proven combat record, adaptability, and balance of firepower, protection, and mobility make it difficult to replace. For many soldiers, the Bradley is more than just a vehicle. It is a partner that has carried them through some of the most dangerous environments on Earth. In modern warfare, where drones, satellites, and sensors play an ever-increasing role, ground reconnaissance remains irreplaceable. Machines in the sky can see a lot, but they cannot fully understand the terrain, the enemy's intentions, or the subtle details that human scouts on the ground can observe. The M3 Bradley bridges this gap by giving those scouts the protection and firepower they need to survive and succeed. The legacy of the M3 Bradley is one of quiet effectiveness. It rarely captures headlines like main battle tanks or fighter jets, yet its contributions are essential to battlefield success. By finding the enemy, shaping the fight, and protecting friendly forces from surprise, the M3 Bradley fulfills a role as old as warfare itself, updated for the realities of modern combat. As long as armies rely on armored forces to seize and hold ground, there will be a need for capable reconnaissance vehicles that can operate at the front edge of the battlefield. The M3 Bradley, as the cavalry reconnaissance version of the Bradley family, stands as a powerful example of how technology, doctrine, and experience can come together to create a vehicle that truly understands its mission. It does not seek the spotlight, but without it, the path to victory would be far more dangerous and uncertain.